All right, my friends. One of the sacred spaces in our conference is the land and ministry of Camp Sumatanga. For generations, it has been a place where lives are transformed, where children encounter God, where young leaders are formed, and where all of us are invited to retreat, renew, and reconnect. And we're grateful for the leadership of Reverend Tony Jones, who serves as the executive director of Camp Sumatanga and has guided the camp through a season of growth and deepened mission. Tony joins us now to share an update on the work of the camp and the ways in which we can be in ministry with the camp that continues to shape the work of our connection. So, Reverend Tony, come and share with us at this annual conference. Will you welcome him? Will you welcome Tony Jones at this time?
Thank you, members of the North Alabama Conference. Grace and peace to you in the name of our Lord Jesus Christ. It is with great joy and deep gratitude that I share this year's report on the ministries and missions at Camp Sumatanga. This year's story of Camp Sumatanga is one of resurrection. 7 years ago, camp was on the brink of closing down. I think we all remember that terrible period. We were deep in debt. We had very little cash and almost no financial resources available for much needed repairs and improvements. Sumatanga's turnaround is nothing short of a miracle. Today's cash far exceeds our debt, and improvements are being made on facilities. Summer camp programming and the staff are growing, and Sumatanga plans to be debt-free by the end of 2026. We couldn't do it without your support. Thank you so much. This past year has been one of remarkable renewal and growth for camp. No longer is our identity wrapped up in this reactionary action of simply surviving. We're now in this new era of thriving. Through God's provision and your faithful support, we're pleased to report the following items before you today. In terms of ministry, as we gather together today, Camp Sumatanga is welcoming and ushering in summer camps. It's here whether we like it or not. I'm responsible for all these college kids and all these and your youth coming to camp to have incredible miracles formed in their life. This year's growth, we've seen 28 staff members and counselors who are ready to receive your child to create lasting memories for summer. Leading our summer camp team and working closely with our my minister team leaders is Jake Morgan. Jake was in the education profession and retired out of that, and now he's with us full time. He was a teacher, he is a teacher, he continues to teach and love camp. Jake's with us full time, and I look forward to the program's growth for the future. It's important that Camp Sumatanga continues to be a space for spiritual renewal, not only in the summer months, but throughout the year as well. We've hosted a growing number of retreats, conferences, and church groups who seek space for reflection, for team building, for spiritual growth. This year-round engagement has strengthened our impact and expanded our ministry reach. We ran some numbers just to kind of give you an idea of what our reach is like in 24 and since COVID. In 24, we grew to 458 campers, which is our programmed camps. 458. We've already surpassed that number this year for 25. We determined that outside the summer months, we've hosted almost 5,000 guests. They've laid their head down at camp and enjoyed our upgraded food. Because of those numbers, I've calculated we've served almost 17,000 meals. Now, I don't know if you realize that that's a lot of scrambled eggs. And I'm the head egg executive. I got that down. Of that growth, we're blessed to have back the Academy of Spiritual Formation this year under the leadership of Dale Clem. We've also hosted other first-time events in 24. And so what we witnessed out of hosting these groups is we witnessed that and just realized how important it is for people to get away from the hectic world and give themselves much needed space for rest and vision. We also witnessed the Alabama Emmaus community growing year after year. And we even added the Birmingham Emmaus community for an additional 3 walks a year. The United Methodist Women in Faith have been great supporters of camp. They've been consistent and generous in their giving. They've helped supply many items to make hosting events better. They've upgraded lighting and purchased sound systems. They've even helped us upgrade our kitchenettes into full-size kitchens at the end of our retreats buildings. And they've also helped supply the all too important handicap commodes. That was supposed to be funny. Each of these items improves your experience with us and just adds to the hospitality that you receive when you come to camp. If you're seeking to plan an event, just go to our website, go to sumatanga.org, or reach out to our office. We've upgraded our website so you can go in there and easily go through the different images to see what event might fit your needs the most. Camp Sumatanga has undergone significant upgrades and repairs. The cabins, and our common spaces have been upgraded to suit your needs. We've also improved cabins 5 and 7. We've upgraded them to meet ADA compliance. As we speak, we've got people working endlessly to just make sure that we'll have these ready on time for the larger camps that we host. We've also increased our footprint for Wi-Fi. We saw that this was much needed, and since you come to camp and your cell phone doesn't work, we thought that maybe you want to be connected to the world just a little bit. And so as we witnessed that, we've brought in some corporate events and certainly more conference events, Bishop. And so it's really helped in the efficiency of our facility. We couldn't have done this. We couldn't have done these upgrades without your support. We want to thank you. Thank you for all the generosity of the individuals, the churches, the conference, all of our ministry partners who believe in the mission of camp. We've had success in fundraising over the years, but that success will need to continue. The funds that we receive directly support the infrastructure and improvement, the programming, and also just the operational stability. Every gift that you've given has made a difference. We're filled with gratitude because of your generosity. This past year, we witnessed the milestone of our beloved Nina Reeves as she turned 100 years old. Yeah. For sure. A huge influence in so many of us. Nana asked that in lieu of a big event or a celebration that everybody gets together and sends $100 to camp. And as a result, we've raised $14,205 because of her generosity and your generosity together. We love Nana. We're confident in saying that Camp Sumatanga is stronger and more vibrant than it has been in years. The energy is palpable. The grounds are alive with activity. The voices of our kids running through the woods is amazing. The Spirit's moving everywhere. We remain committed to provide sacred space so that everybody can encounter God's love. When we come to camp, God has a way of moving us in powerful ways, regardless of our age, and giving us hope for a world. I was doing some work at pool camp, and I'd closed the door, and on the back of one of the doors, I could see a partial note, handwritten. And although part of the ink is missing from that note, you could see the impression of the pen from the hand that left it. It was a note from a young man, and I guess in love with a girl that they'd met at camp. And if you just give me the privilege, just a second, I'm gonna read some of the highlights of this love letter. Mary, how are you doing? He's smooth, ain't he? He goes on to say, I think camp last summer was great, and I hope it is this year too. I'm here right now at our church retreat. The times we've had here at Sumatanga have been great. This is my favorite place in the whole world. I wish you were here right now. I miss you terribly. I wish you and I could just stay in this place for an eternity together. When I come here, I think of all the memories, all the peace, and just a trouble and problem-free world. I'm glad God made this place so you and I could meet. Love, I won't give his name. It's dated 1982. Camp Sumatanga is a place where your dreams and God's love align. When you come, magical things happen. Maybe because we're away from a world that seems to get darker by the day. But with your love and support, with your eye for God's affection in your life, magical things can happen. On behalf of myself and the Board of Trustees and all of our staff, I want to thank you for your continued prayers, presence, gifts, service, and witness. Together, we're ensuring that Camp Sumatanga remains a holy and sacred place where lives are changed and disciples are made. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Tony. We're grateful for their witness on Camp Sumatanga.